Good morning. We'll start with a new chapter, Probability Session 1. It's a very small chapter, children, and we will complete this chapter in one session only. So what is a probability? We have generally heard the term, probably it may rain, the chances of winning a match is 50-50, or right? So what is that probability or chances? Probability is a chance which may happen or which may not happen. Definition wise, if we understand, probability is a study of chances, right? So in probability, what do? Is we do an experiment. So what is that experiment? That experiment has some definite outcomes. When we do an experiment in the laboratory, we get an outcome. So similarly here, when we toss a coin, we get an outcome. That outcome is heads or tails. When we throw a dice, we get an outcome. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. 6 outcomes what we get. So an experiment is an operation which produces some well-defined outcomes. Probability of an event is defined as number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. You've studied about basics of probability already in standard 8, right? Probability of an event always lies between 0 and 1. Probability of a sure event which is happening is 1. Probability of an impossible event is 0. Probability of seeing a sun in the night is 0. Impossible event. Such events are called as a impossible event. Exercise is also very simple. We will quickly start with this. Give the heading as probability and you can just write these points. First one, in a cricket match, a batswoman hits a boundary 6 times out of 30 balls she plays. So, total number of balls, that is sample space, we can actually give it as 30. So, find hits a boundary. Six times. Find the probability that she did not hit a boundary. So first of all, we'll find a probability for hitting a boundary. Hitting a boundary. So probability of an event is given by, formula is must and should for all, number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. She is hitting a boundary, right? So this is 6 by 30. So probability of an event, answer is 6 ones are 6 5s are, or it is 0.2. Now probability of not hitting a boundary I have to find. Not hitting a boundary. There's a rule that probability of an event which is happening and probability of an event which is not happening is always equal to 1. Probability of a sure event is equal to 1, right? Event which is happening and not happening is equal to 1. What is the probability of hitting a boundary? 0.2. What is the probability of not hitting a boundary? We have to calculate. So probability of not hitting a boundary is 1 minus 0.2, where you get it as 0.8 as the answer. This is how you actually do the sum. Right? We'll go with the next one. Families with 2 children were selected randomly and the following data were recorded. Number of girls in the family and number of families. Compute Then compute the probability of a family chosen at random having 2 girls, 1 girl and no girl. First of all, write once the formula. Probability of an event is equal to, compulsorily once the formula has to be written. First part is 2 girls. So again formula is not required. How many are there? Number of family having 2 girls are how many? 475 divided by total families. Total families are 1500. Answer is, you cancel this, 19 by 60. Second part, 1 girl. Probability of an event, 1 girl, how many family are there? 814 divided by 1500. 407 by 750. Third one, 0 girl, that is no girl. We have no girl having families are how many? 211 divided by 1500. Also check whether the sum of these probabilities are equal to 1. Let us check whether the sum of these probabilities are equal to 1 or not. So this is the first part, A part of the question. B part of the question. So B part, first part of the question, 19 by 60 plus, or simple, why do you want to go for 19 by 60? Go with the actual one what you have. Otherwise again you have to take LCM. 475 by 1500, 814 by 1500 plus 211 by 1500. 1500 by 1500. Probability of an event is always equal to 1. When we add that, we always get equal to 1. The next one, 3 coins are tossed simultaneously 200 times with the following frequencies. Outcome, you will get 3 heads 23 times. They have given that as a data. 2 heads 72 times, 1 head 77 times and no head 28 times. If 3 coins are simultaneously tossed again, these are the thing. If we toss it again, same thing it is. Again means it is not 201 times. When you toss that, that is the outcome. Compute the probability of getting 2 heads coming up. Answer is 72 upon 200. Cancel that and get the answer. Clear? It's for homework, children. Why have they told that it is again in the sense is the data is given with respect to that data. If you toss it in the same manner, probability of getting 2 heads. How many times 2 heads are occurring when you are tossing it 200 times? 72 times. So 72 upon 200 is the answer. An organization selected, fifth one, 2,400 families at random and surveyed them to determine the relationship between income level and number of vehicles in the family. The information is gathered. So this table is given. Suppose the family is chosen. Find the probability that the family chosen is, first of all, write the formula at once. Okay. The family chosen is whose earning is between 10,000 to 13,000 and who owns exactly 2 vehicles. So which is the family who owns between 10,000 to 13,000 and who owns exactly 2 vehicles? That is 29. Simple, just see the table and write 29 by organization. How many families? 2,400 families. This is the answer. Second one, earning is between 16,000 or more, owning exactly 1 vehicle. 16,000 or more, exactly 1 vehicle is 579. Probability of an event is 579 upon 2,400. You can cancel this. 193 upon 800. Only you can keep it in the simplified form. Fraction, decimal is not required. Third one, earning less than 7,000 and no vehicle. Who is that less than 7,000? First, no vehicle. How many are there? 10 are there. 10 upon 2400, that is 1 by 240. Fourth one, earning between 13,000 to 16,000, and what is it? More than 2 vehicles. The last column comes about 2. So how many are there? Probability of an event is equal to 25 by 2400, that is 1 by 96. And the last one, owing not more than 1 vehicle. Not more than 1 vehicle means not more than 1 vehicle. So probability of an event is equal to vehicle owned 0, vehicle owned 1 also will come, but not more than 1. With all the income, 10 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 160 plus 305 plus 535 plus 469 plus 579 divided by 2400. Got it now? Who are owning 0 vehicles as well as 1 vehicle, not more than 1. That means no vehicle and 1 vehicle will come in that. Total will come up to 2062 divided by 2400. Answer is 1031 by 1200. Formula is must and should at the beginning what you write. Okay, sums are very simple as I had told you. Please copy the questions neatly. Now from the next main onwards, they have referred to some other example. Now see children, in my textbook what I am using, there are different textbooks. Part 1, Part 2 it is used for state syllabus. For CBSE is one standard. Now I am using a textbook which is Part 1 and Part 2. Easy to carry also, right? But those who are using CBSE textbooks, please look into the exercise what is being given. Exercise numbers differs from textbook to textbook here. Even state syllabus also sometimes they have changed the exercise, changed the number of chapter names, they have jumbled up here and there. So now why I am telling that, because 6th question what I am solving now, according to my book they have given here, refer table 14.7 chapter 14. Now chapter 14 in my book is statistics. In your book, if it is chapter, if not 14, some other chapter number is given, that should be statistics only. Depends upon, because in part 1 and part 2 in state syllabus they have just jumbled up the chapters, right? So in my textbook it is table 14.7 chapter 14. Okay, look in your textbook, it's going to be the same sum. Page numbers will be here and there depending on the textbook. So table 14.7 chapter 14, we have to refer that question here, right? Question is given there. Here with that respect I have to find. With respect to this, page number is 180. Luckily if anybody is using the same book, you have the same thing written, you have readily given. Otherwise please search, nothing big deal children. Table number and chapter is given. I'll read the question also so you'll understand which question. A teacher wanted to analyze the performance of 2 sections of students in mathematics test of 100 marks. Looking at their performances, she found that few students got under 20 and few got 70 marks and above. So she decided to group them into intervals of varying sizes, 0 to 20, 20 to 30, 60 to 70 class intervals children. Actually this comes in statistics. A big part of what you have already studied in standard 8. We will be doing statistics after this chapter. So the table is given there. Marks scored between 0 to 20, 7 students, 20 to 30, 10 students, and so on. Total number of students are 90. Now what is the question here? Find the probability that the student obtained less than 20% in mathematics test. First of all, write the formula. Okay. Then probability of an event is equal to the student scored less than 20% in mathematics test. In which category he comes? He comes in 0 to 20 category. How many students are there in 0 to 20 category? 7 students. Of total marks is 90. Probability of an event. Done. That's the answer. Okay. As simple as that. Yes, one main thing, I have missed out the third question here, children. After 6th, I am going to third one. I have missed that while teaching. Refer to example 5. Again, same. Example 5 in my book, section 14.4, chapter 14. According to this, it is page number 114, according to my book. So when I read the question, you'll understand. Refer to how it is given. You will get it very easily. Let's see what's the question for 114. Okay. In a particular section of class 9, 40 students were asked about their month of their birth and following graph was prepared. There's a bar graph given here with the date of the month, how many were born in a particular month. What does the question tells here? Write the formula first. What is the question? Find the probability that the student was born in August. How many students are born in August in this tabular column if you check? See, in January 3 were born, February 4 were born, March 2, April 2, May 5, June 1, July 2, August 6 children were born. Right? Out of how many students? 40 students. So 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 3 by 20 is the answer. Done. Very simple, right? Okay. We've done remaining. Third one was missing. Seventh one. To know the opinion of the students about the subject statistics, a survey of 200 students were conducted. The data is recorded in the table. Opinion, how many like statistics? That is 135 students like statistics. How many does not like? Dislike is 65. Find the probability that the students chosen at a random like statistics. Answer 135 by 200. Does not like statistics 65 by 200. Very simple, right? Take it for homework, children. Seventh one as well. Next we'll go to eighth one. It's again the same. Eighth one. Refer to question number 2, exercise 14.2 according to my textbook. So let me see which is that. It's an exercise given. Previous one were all worked examples type, right? Yeah, it's a direct exercise. So it tells us that what is the empirical probability that an engineer lives? What is that question? The distance in kilometer of 40 engineers from their residence to their workplace are found as follows. First of all, write the formula. Total engineers are 40. First part of question. Let us see what they have given. Less than 7 kilometers from their workplace. How many engineers will stay less than 7 kilometers from their workplace? Count here. See, all the numbers here given are kilometers, like 5 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 10, 20, 25, 11, 13, such 40 distances are given. If I count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, how many will stay? There are 9 engineers who will stay less than 7 kilometers. Count the kilometers. 5, 3, then less than 7 and 7 will not come. Next is 2, then we have 3, 5 again 3, again 2, 6 and 6, right? That is how you count it. More than or equal to 7 kilometer. Now see, more than or equal to 7 kilometer. Count how many will come. There are many. Less than 7 we have to remove. All more than or equal to. Directly we can count and say there are 31. Simple. Probability of an event which are less than 7 and not happening, if you 1 minus that you get this answer, right? Probability of an event happening and not happening, it is like more than 7, less than 7. Within half kilometer from the workplace. How many engineers will stay within half kilometers from the workplace? If I see here, the least is 2, not less than that. That means impossible event 0. No engineers will stay less than half kilometer in the workplace. Next one. Yes. 9th and 10th is an activity. Activity like you can do it now at home. Note the frequency of two-wheelers, three-wheelers and four-wheelers going past during a time interval in front of your school gate. Find the probability that any one vehicle out of total vehicles you have observed is two-wheeler. So assume that you stand for 10 minutes in front of your gate and total vehicles you just count in 10 minutes, right? Probably you see around 20 vehicles approximately. Randomly, it can be any number. In that, how many two-wheelers you saw? You saw in that 8 two-wheelers. Rest all were three-wheelers, four-wheelers, anything it could be. Total vehicles what you saw, that is what they are asking. So this you have to do it, right? It's an activity, children. As well as 10th one is also an activity. Ask all your students of your class to write. Now students of your class not possible. You can just check it out with your family members, with your siblings at home. To write a 3-digit number, choose any student from a random, read that. You can have fun with these two activities. They are not going to be written in the class work, it's just an activity based question. We'll go with the next one, 11th one. 11 bags of wheat flour, each marked 5 kg, actually contain the following weights of flour in kg. So there are total 11 bags, each marked 5 kg. But actually what is there inside? 4.97, 5.05, 5.08, either little less or little more. What is our question? Find the probability. First write the formula. Find the probability that any of these bags chosen at randoms contains more than 5 kg of flours. Count. More than 5, huh? 5.05, 5.08, then 5.03, more than 5. So 5.06, 08, 04 and 5.07. How many? 7. There are 7 bags out of 11 which contains more than 5 kg. Understood? How did I count? The same things I counted in my previous sums also. So that's an answer. So this chapter is very simple. Usually ask for 1 or 2 marks, right? Not more than that. Now, actually we are done with the chapter. Only thing because is we have not done statistics yet. 12th and 13th question are based on statistical data. You have to construct a frequency distribution table for this. After you construct a frequency distribution table, from that we will analyze the data and solve the sums. Usually what happens, we would have completed statistics and then come to probability. We would have already solved and here it would be easy. But now we have not done statistics still. I have directly come to probability. So what we will do, children, 12th and 13th one we will leave it as of now. The next session which I am starting as a statistics, the time, that is 12th one and 13th one. According to the book, it is question number 5, exercise 14.2. In that exercise, when we do these two sums, we will do those two sums in statistics as well as we will do it once again in terms of probability. There and then we can solve it. Statistical data we will represent. Below that, probabilities also we will answer it while doing statistics only. So 12th and 13th we will mark while doing statistics. So with the 11th sum, we wind up today's session and we also complete probability chapter. I want you all to also practice worked examples because very few sums you have in the exercise, out of which 2 simple I have given for homework. Now here, when they have mentioned that refer page number so and so with exercise so and so, question is not given, right? You are supposed to write the same question in your book, repeating once again. Because tomorrow when you are studying, you should know what question you are referring. So please write the question correctly. Okay. So with that, we complete today's session probability and also we complete the chapter probability.